appetite. I want to ask you a couple dad things, but I heard you say something on an interview you did that I thought was great. And for any of the single people out there, it was really eye-opening for me. You said, when you're dating especially, it's okay to be a bad picker, but you have to be a good ender. And that's a
Yeah.
skill that we never learned. And what did you say about maybe your first couple marriages? Even should have gone
Yeah.
3 dates before
3 dates.
you realized? Yeah.
Yeah, I've shared that before. And that's not being hurtful or dismissive to any of the women I was married to. They were good women. They just weren't good matches for me. And like I said, early on, I saw behaviors that should have said, no, this needs to end now. And yeah, I was married for 25 years to my first two wives, and I say neither of whom I should have dated more than 3 dates. Now, so when I got divorced in my late 40s from my second marriage, I realized I had to become a better picker. I had to pick better women. I hear men use the word, well, I want to learn how to get the high quality women. I actually cringe when I hear that because I don't know, it's almost too categorical, like there's low quality women, high quality women. And for most men, that usually means, the really attractive women that are highly sexual and who are a lot of fun. That's the high quality women and who never treat them bad and want to have sex whenever they want. That's high quality. Now, I do believe, let's find people who are a good match for us. But for me, my high quality woman isn't just because she's a 10 or highly sexual. For me, high quality woman is a woman who will actually work through the challenging stuff of being in a relationship. I think majority of my relationships ended because as I tried to lead them into a healthier functioning, the women I'm with, one way or another, dug in their heels basically and said, nope, ain't going to change any more than this. I'm going to keep doing this thing that I know is really hurtful to the relationship, but I don't want change. Right? At some point, that's really what happened in every case. So for me, a high-quality woman is a woman who I enjoy being with, who's intelligent, who's funny, who takes good care of herself, who reads a book every now and then, but mostly who thinks well of me, right, and is willing to go through. And that's where I give kudos to my wife, Lupita. When we met, we didn't speak the same language. Different cultural background. Mexico. She grew up in poverty, 8 out of 10 kids in Guadalajara, Mexico, alcoholic father, abusive siblings, other people. I've got construction going on in my house, so I'm kind of waving at other people walking by the door of my office.
I thought that was Lupita telling you to stop talking about you.
No, she actually left. That was her earlier saying she was taking her sister to the bus station. So, totally different. Education, Lupita dropped out of high school at 15 to work and take care of her mother. I had a PhD at 29, very white bread, suburban, upbringing in Seattle, Washington. Very, very different. But what I love about this woman, she's the most emotionally adaptive person that I know. Another construction guy leaving, I'm waving him out. So she'll work through whatever we need to work out. And I love that about her. And we have our struggles. She has her stuff. I still got my stuff. We trigger each other. But she's willing to go deep and work through her stuff. So, I love that. To me, that's a high quality woman. So yes, when I got out of that second marriage, I thought I got to be a better picker. I got to pick better women. But I thought more important, I got to be a good ender. I don't need to stay 10 years, 14 years with a woman that I shouldn't have dated more than 3 dates. Now, here's what I found about dating for those you single guys or women listening, is that dating is actually a series of bad choices. You should go on a lot of one and done copy dates that, it looks good on Match, it looks good on Tinder, your friend introduces, you go out. And I tell guys, because I teach men about dating, the whole purpose of the first 3 years of dating, and I think it takes 3 years to really get to know the depths of somebody. And I said the purpose of the first 3 years of dating is to keep asking yourself, what is this woman's nature and how does she fit into my life? Not, how do I get her to like me? How do I get her naked? How do I get her to keep liking me? How do I get her to not be mad at me and withdraw? No, that's not the purpose of dating. The purpose of dating is to say, what is her nature? That's being a good picker, right? What is her nature and how does she fit into my life? Do I enjoy her? Does she have a good personality? Is she generous? Does she treat people well? Is she funny? Can she work through stuff? Is she intelligent? Is she sensual? Is she passionate? Is she affectionate? Be asking those questions and saying, how is she a good fit for my life? So you're going to make a lot of bad picks, a lot of one and dones, and go, no, she doesn't even come close, or she kind of comes close, but not close enough. Or maybe I go on 3 or 4 dates to find out, yeah, she's got good qualities, but I just don't feel the chemistry I need. Or I just, that's dating. So you're going to make a lot of bad picks. And what I say is that being a good ender can cover a multitude of sins of being a bad picker, right? So yeah, you go on one date and go, no, not her. You end it. Maybe even get naked with her and have sex, but realize, nah, this isn't long-term girlfriend material. You end it, right? Maybe you're 2 or 3 months in thinking, yeah, I look pretty good going in, but about 2 or 3 months in, you just realize, nah, this is as far as it goes. It's just not long-term. You end it, right? So being the good ender keeps the door open for you making better picks. And it also covers that multitude of sins of all the bad picks that you're supposed to be making every time you go on a date with somebody. Just end it quickly if it's not who you want to be with, whether this is a woman you want to keep having sex with, if that's what you're looking for, or a woman that you want to have your kids, you want her to have your kids. In fact, that's one thing, since this is a dad show, I tell men that are single and dating, if you want to be a father, if you want a family, if you want kids, probably one of the first questions you need to be thinking and looking for in a woman's nature is, what kind of mom would this woman make? Would she be a good mother to my children? So be asking that in terms of finding out her nature. And if you watch her over time, every little kid that comes by, she beams, she opens up, she loves touching them, holding them, she's generous, she's patient. If you start seeing qualities that you want in the mother of your children, that might be a good woman to keep dating, right? And keep exploring other aspects of her nature. But if you see qualities in her, like she drinks too much, she's got a short temper, she can't work through problems, you want that woman raising your kids? I think not. So make that decision early on.
Yeah, well, that's good. And alleviates some of the guilt of, oh, I picked wrong again, or I got to have this uncomfortable breakup talk. These are all muscles that I think you almost need to learn, especially as you get older. So and
yeah, you're right. And I just want to put an exclamation point on that. Yes, those are good muscles we need. Being a good ender.